Throughout Scripture, we encounter mysterious beings called angels. They appear suddenly, often with words of comfort or warning, sometimes with power and glory that leaves people trembling. But what exactly are angels, and what role do they play in God's creation and in our lives? First, we must understand that angels are not mythical figures or distant symbols. They are real, spiritual beings created by God. Their very name means messenger, and that reveals their primary function. Angels carry out the will of God. They deliver His messages, execute His judgments, and serve as His agents in both heaven and earth. The Bible also hints at a kind of hierarchy among them. At the highest level, we hear of archangels, such as Michael, who leads the heavenly host in battle. Scripture also speaks of cherubim and seraphim, who surround the throne of God, crying out in worship, "Holy, holy, holy." Some angels are assigned to guard nations, others to minister to individuals. Though the details remain mysterious, we see that God has ordered the angelic world with purpose and authority. Angels also interact with humans in powerful ways. Think of Gabriel, who appeared to Mary to announce the coming of Christ, or the angel who strengthened Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. Angels protected Daniel in the lion's den, led Peter out of prison, and comforted believers in times of fear. Scripture even suggests that some may have entertained angels without knowing it. But it is important to remember that angels are not to be worshipped. They themselves point always to God. When John, overwhelmed by an angel's presence, fell to worship him, the angel responded, "Do not do that. Worship God." Angels are servants, not the source of glory. Their role is to carry out God's plan and to help His people, never to replace Him. So what do we learn from their existence? That the spiritual world is very real. That God is actively at work through both seen and unseen means. And that we are never alone. Angels stand as reminders of God's protection, His majesty, and His ongoing involvement in our lives. While we may not always recognize their presence, we can be confident that they are part of God's divine order, ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation.